What's good, guys? It's your man B Apex Gemini coming back at you with a new video, and in this video we will be discussing and going over and demonstrating that upper body work in nature, baby. So I know it's been a while, I've been out, and the last video that you did see was me having my leg day, my personal leg day in the nature, beautiful scenery type setting, and training there with me and my bro. And I was actually I was ruminating over some ideas that I wanted to utilize for the upper body parts, because in this specific setting, in this specific nature setting, they don't really have all of the elements that I wanted to utilize for an upper body training split. But I was like, you know what, I have to be creative, I have to keep consistent with this series. I gotta give it everything I gotta deliver, I gotta bring you something for that upper body. You just can't train those legs and those abs in a nature type setting without bringing that upper body in there to tie everything off. So in this video I will be demonstrating some upper body movements that you can do with a couple of elements that I do have that you can utilize in a nature, wonderful, beautiful scenery type setting, baby. So let's get to it. And the first movement we're gonna go over is those bicep curls. So let me show you how that's gonna go down. For bicep curls, and you're wondering how we're gonna do that in nature, we're gonna use a nice big old stick, this little branch or whatever you wanna call it. What you wanna do is, you wanna start from a full range of motion position. Is you want to have the triceps fully activated. So you kind of want to squeeze those triceps to know that you're in a full range of motion. You want to also lift that chest up. You want that back nice and straight. So that way we're not hunching over, we're not putting too much stress on the back. And you know, we're not really coming from a more weak position, rather coming from a stronger position where we can utilize this movement and get the best benefit from it. Chest up, back nice and straight, and from here we're going to elevate the log, just like that. Coming back down, and we're going to control it. This is where the muscle building begins. The controlled descent of the log coming down is where that muscle is being built. The contraction is very good as well, but that control, that's where you want to feel it. Especially because this is not being piled on with a lot of weights. This probably by itself is about 10 to 15 pounds. So we kind of want to utilize what we can for ourselves to get the most out of the movement. So I'm going to just show you here how it's done without talking any further. Let's make it happen. All right, so that is the bicep curl using one of our elements here, that log, baby. On to the next movement. Okay, so now we utilized that log to get those arms nice and pumped up. What we want to use it for now is the back of those arms. We want to make sure those triceps are coming up as well. Triceps make up 2/3 of the arm. So that means if those triceps are not popping, if they're not strong, if the hypertrophy in that area is lacking, the arm is not going to look good as a whole. So yeah, it's nice to have a nice little peak on your bicep, but it's those triceps that's really going to bring the roundness out in that arm. And how we're going to do that in a nature type setting, quite simple. First thing we're going to do, we're going to take a closer grip than we did coming in for the bicep curls. I'm going to show you from this angle here. We're going to come behind the head right here. We want to make sure also, and I'll show you right here, that the elbows are coming in. So I'll come back a little bit more. The elbows are going to come in instead of outwardly. If you come out, you're putting too much pressure on that shoulder, you're putting too much pressure on those elbows. We want to bring them in. We want to directly put a lot of that pressure and a lot of that work on those triceps. So from right here in this position, right here, coming up, good squeeze in those triceps at the top, controlling it back down. Again, we want to control that descent, that negative portion of the movement, and up. Squeeze the triceps as much as you can, coming down, keeping those elbows close to the body, keeping them close together, and up. We're going to go through a couple more reps here, just demonstrating for you. Feels good. So that is the tricep extension. We want to make sure that we're bringing those shoulders up as well to tie into those nice looking arms. And also we're going to follow that up with some chest. How we're going to do those shoulders here, I'm going to show you right here. We're going to come up, we're going to bring this right to the chest. So from right here, from the chest, we're going to press up over the head. Now, I want to put a little bit more emphasis on this part. What we want to do here, we don't want to press up in front of us. That's going to put a lot of strain on our lower back. That's going to put too much tension on the front delts. We don't want that. What we want to do is we want to make sure we have this resting at the chest or chest level. Once we have it at the chest level or resting on the top of the chest, we want to bring those elbows in. So as you can see here, the elbows are in. We're not flared out here, putting too much pressure on the shoulders. Elbows are in, coming from a safe position. From right here, we are going to press up and over. So it's going to be kind of like your head is coming through the window of your arms from the chest up and over, okay? So we don't want to come here. We don't want to do all of that. We don't want to have the elbows all flared out. We want to bring the elbows in. It's from the chest, up and over. Down, up and over. We're going to come straight to the back. Now with the back, what we're going to utilize for this one right now is the row. The row is going to really work the deeper muscles into that back. It's going to work those rhomboids. It's going to work those wings right here. So what we want to do, chest out, back nice and straight. Coming in here, we're going to take an underhanded grip. So instead of over, we're going to take an underhanded grip. Bend those knees slightly, keep that chest up. Coming here to this position, back nice and straight. And we are pulling to that belly, right? To that belly. We don't want to come too high. The only time you want to come high is when you're trying to work the upper muscles of the back. So we can kind of interchangeably change those up. But for right now, we want to work those lower muscles. So we're coming right here. Right? There we go. And that's how you work that lower back. All right. So now we're going to get into kind of like a bench press without the bench. Now, believe it or not, before the bench press was actually a thing, floor presses were before the bench press, and it actually used to help people develop great strength in that area, pushing from the floor, having to come to a dead stop, utilizing those muscles of the front delts in the chest and the triceps in order to build strength for the bench once it eventually came. It was an excellent movement at the time. We're going to revisit that movement in a nature type setting. So how we're going to do that, I'm going to put this down here. So what we're going to do here, we're going to start right here from the ground. We're going to have the triceps on the ground. Again, we want to bring those elbows in. That's going to help us protect those shoulders. I know the weight is not going to be too heavy with this right here, but we want to bring those elbows in, just like that. We're going to stop right here to the chest, and then we are pressing up, just like that. So we're activating those triceps, that chest, those front delts, a little bit of that back. You want to squeeze that back a little bit too. And I have my head up because I'm just trying to demonstrate it for you guys. Plus, you know, I'm not trying to have the buggies in my, you know, my little ponytail right now. Yep, so just like that, you want to stop at the bottom to create strength at the bottom of that movement. Keep the elbows in, press up as strong as you can, and back down. So that was training in nature, upper body version with the tree branch. So if you could find the tree branch or something that is kind of in this kind of stature, you know, utilize it. It's going to definitely benefit you. It's going to also help you get in connection with those muscles, because what I find very difficult for a lot of people to establish is mind muscle connection. And using something like this can definitely help you engage in that mind muscle connection and help you really know exactly what muscles that you're hitting. Also, it's really good to have if you don't have any other elements around you, and you're feeling like you're not getting the best benefit out of your workout if you're just doing straight body weight movements, or if your area that you choose for your nature type setting does not have everything that you want to use, like somewhere to do pull-ups, dips, and stuff like that. So it's always good to have a sort of element around you, whether it's just a big rock or it's a big branch that you want to utilize for yourself to get a better beneficial workout in a nature, beautiful scenery type setting, baby. So that was this video. My next video, I will actually be going over training upper body and lower body as well with a different element. Look out for that video. We're going to utilize a rock. I'm going to show you also how to use a rock to kind of get your benefits for your lower body and your upper body work as well. And I'm also going to show you some movements that you can do for the lower body with this little beauty right here. And I'm going to make sure I stash this away. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you like, subscribe, comment, give your feedback. Anything you want to see added to the nature training series, the training in nature series, anything that you want to add on into this amazing thing that we're doing here. You know, this is all giving back to the community, giving back to the people who want to do something better for themselves, who want to be better in the area of fitness, or just be better in the area of life overall. This is going to help you establish that mental discipline, that mental toughness, and that physical endurance and that physical aspect to be better in everything you do, okay? So, this has been your man, the Apex Gemini. I know this video was a little bit all over the place, but you know what? I'm coming from a creative place in my heart. So, accept me or turn me away. Either way, I'm going to be me. All right? And I expect you to do the same. Have a good one. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm out. Peace.